Hey guys, welcome to another video. I really appreciate you joining today. Today is October 30th, 2022, and I want to do my review of my training for this past week. This is week 10 of my build-up for the Perpetual Motion 24-hour race on December 3rd, where I'm hoping to do 100 miles within the 24 hours. On my count, I'll have 4 more videos after this prior to what race week. So if you find it interesting, please consider following along. Anyway, this week, some good and some bad. Actually, it started off a very good week. I ran 6.2 miles on Tuesday, and I included my hill sprints at the end of the workout. I ran about 5.3 miles, I guess, on Wednesday. I was out filming a course preview for the Hula Loop race that'll be on November 6th. I ran 3 different loops of the course. It's supposed to be they changed the course. The first time I ran it was the previous course they ran on at that park, and I did like 1.8 something. And then I realized they had changed the course a little bit and taken a little piece out, so I ended up running it 2 more times. So I ended up with about 5.3 miles of running. That was an encouraging run because my heart rate was low, but I was running faster than I've been running, and I was very comfortable doing it. So that I found that very encouraging. On Thursday, I went out and I did just 4.2 miles. Again, I was faster than I had been. Very comfortable. Heart rate, I think, was in the like 118, something like that average. But I was just over, I was running a right around 10-minute pace, just over, I think. And then at the end, I did my hill sprints again. So I got in my 2 hill sprints. The other pluses this week, so that's actually all the running that I officially did, because I did a trail race yesterday, but I pretty well hiked the whole thing. So I'm counting that as walking. We'll get into that in a little bit. That's kind of a negative, but so 15.5 miles of running's all I did. But again, those runs on especially Wednesday and Thursday, I was running really easy at a low heart rate and running faster, so very positive. Then I had a couple days, I think like Wednesday and Friday, where I was doing walks, where I was really working on walking faster. This was the first week of trying to start walking faster, get my speed up for the 24-hour race. Well, those were very encouraging. Like, I did one walk of about 2.5 miles, and I averaged like 12.50 something per mile. So in previous build-ups, even 3 years ago when I did get over 100, the 100 miles in my 24-hour race, the fastest I actually had a walking session was probably the low 14-minute range, and got to where I was really worked my way up to doing most of my walks at like 14.5 when I wasn't tired. So that was very encouraging. And then I went out again on Friday and I did another walk. I was a little slower, but I averaged like 13:30s. I am thrilled with those paces. So those are very good positives. Another positive is I got to get back to doing strength training. My injuries have improved enough that I was able to get in 2 strength workouts this week. I hadn't done any strength workouts for 3 or 4 weeks due to the injuries I had from my fall at Knob Hills. So that was a big plus. On the negative would be my trail race yesterday at Lake Murray State Park, Lake Murray Endurance Run. I was had originally been signed up for the 50K. I changed to the 25K because I was a little worried about having to fall and hurting myself. I'm making another video about this whole race that'll come out in a few days, so if you want to just skip this part and watch that in a few days, I'd appreciate it. But anyway, I went out and it rained a whole lot on Friday. It rained throughout the night. Just stopped early Saturday morning a little bit before we started, so it was muddy. There were quite a few roots and rocks and stuff, so I was very concerned about falling. I fell in with some friends and we pretty well hiked it, which was fine, but my back started giving me a lot of problems, starting about 6 miles in, and then progressively got worse, and by the end I was leaning real bad and I was in a lot of pain. So I ended up being one of the slower people in the race. Almost got the last position in the 25K, but on the plus side, I did finish it. I didn't fall, I didn't hurt myself worse, and my back is still a little sore today, so I'm not going to run today, but it's definitely feeling better. I'm not leaning or anything, it's just a little sore, and I'm out walking, so I think it'll be fine. And I'm also happy now I'm back to being able to do strength work. My injuries are better, so maybe I can do the work necessary to make it better by perpetual motion time. And I also had the advantage, I won't be at perpetual motion, it's pavement, so I won't be dealing with rocks and roots and mud that I think probably trying to stabilize myself, and that made it harder on my back. So anyway, so I've got high hopes. Definitely not a perfect week. The walk didn't go the way I wanted to, and I didn't end up with as many running miles as I normally would get, but the running I did do was encouraging. I'm back to doing strength workouts, so all in all, I'd say it's an okay week. Anyway, this next week, again, I'm going to try to keep up my strength work. I'll probably even put a little more emphasis on it since I had those problems at Lake Murray yesterday. Yeah, and still hope to get in my hill sprints, and I should end up with a good bit more mileage, partly because the final Hula Loop 6-hour race is this coming Sunday, and it's at that Cross Timbers Park in North Richland Hills that I recently did a preview video on. I really like that park. It's a good park for getting in a lot of miles, so hopefully the weather will cooperate and I'll have a good run there. So I'm really looking forward to the following week. Anyway, that's really all I had for today. I hope you're having a great week. I hope if you're training for something, it's all going well, and remember to keep moving.